If the ratio of the angles of triangle PQS are 2:3:3, calculate angles A PQR, B RPQ, and C PRQ. So here we are looking for three different angles. Now the first thing I want us to look at is the fact that this line SQ is equal to the line PQ because of these two marks here, telling us that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So triangle PQS, as given to us, is an isosceles triangle. And for an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. So this is one of the base angle. This is the second base angle. The whole of this angle is the second base angle. And this is the top angle. So let me put, don't forget, since the two base angles are equal, it means they are the one that have this ratio 3 and 3 because they are equal. Then this ratio 2 is the top angle, which is not equal to the other one. So this top angle now, let me write it as angle PQS. So I call that angle PQS ratio. This second angle here, let me call it PSQ. PSQ. And then the last angle SPQ. So I call it SPQ. That is the last angle here, this one. So these are the three angles. Don't forget, this is the top angle. The first one here is the top angle where Q is. And that carries the ratio 2. And then these other two that are equal, the two base angle, this one and this one, they carry the ratio 3 and 3. So now let's use the ratio sharing formula. Don't forget, the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So the three angles, these three angles sum up to 180. So we are sharing 180 between them. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2, 8. So that means the total angle, the total ratio is 8. Don't forget, when we want to share ratio, we have to add all the ratios first. So the total ratio is 8. And then don't forget, we are sharing 180 among the three angles, 180, because sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So for angle PQS now, angle PQS, its ratio is 2 divided by the total ratio is 8. So you take the ratio of that angle, divide it by the total ratio, and then multiply by whatever you are sharing among them. So we are sharing the total angle 180 among the three. So now we are going to get angle PQS as 2/8 multiplied by 180 is going to give us 45 degrees. It's going to give us 45 degrees. So that means this angle here, angle PQS is 45 degrees. Now let's move on to one of this second angle. Let's move to PSQ. So I call that PSQ. So this angle PSQ, which is this angle here, PSQ, which is this angle here. Now, for us to get the value of its angle, we're going to take its ratio, which is 3, divided by the total ratio is 8, and then multiply by whatever we are sharing among them, which is 180 degrees. So that will give us, if we multiply 3 divided by 8, multiply by 180, it's going to give us 67.5 degrees. Meaning that this angle here is 67.5 degrees. So that is the angle. So this third angle too, because it is also 3, and don't forget the two base angles have to be equal. So this third angle will also be 67.5. Don't forget that it is going to be 67.5. So that means for us to get this other smaller part, because the whole of this angle is 67.5. So to get the smaller part, we are going to say 67.5. That is 67.5 minus 46 is going to give us the remaining of this angle. Don't forget, everything here is supposed to be 67.5 because the two base angles are equal. So if this is 46, to get this remaining one, we have to say 67.5 minus 46, and that will give us 21.5. So that means this angle is 21.5. If you add 21.5 plus 46, it's going to give us 67.5. So base angle 67.5, second base angle 67.5, and then the top angle is 45 degrees. If you add the three angles, 67.5, 67.5, and 45, you are going to get 180 degrees. So that the total angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. Now, let's see what the first question is asking us to find. We have to find angle PQR. PQR. That is the whole of this angle here. So that means we have to find this angle so that we can add them together. We already know this as 45. So let's get this angle so that we can get PQR. We can get the whole of that angle now. Now, if you look at the points S and R, the points S and R, you see that there's a line moving from S to P, and there's also a line moving from R to P. So these two lines coming from S and R, they both form what angle? 46 degrees here. Hope you are seeing the two lines. This one along with this one. The two of them form this 46 degree here. So in the same way, from the same point S and R, we have another two lines now. Watch them. This line coming to Q here at the circumference, and this line from R coming to Q at the circumference. The two of them form this angle. So the theorem that should come to your mind when you have a situation like this is that angle in the same segment are equal. So when you see lines coming from 2 points, and then they form an angle at one part of the circumference, and then from the same 2 points you have another two lines forming an angle at another part of the circumference, what should come to your mind is that angles in the same segment are equal. So if this is 46, that means this angle here is also 46 degrees. So now for us to get angle PQR, that is the first angle here, PQR. So I can say angle PQR is equal to the sum of these 45 and 46 together. So 45 plus 46. That will give us angle PQR as equal to 91 degrees. So that is angle PQR. So we are through with question A. Now, I would like to continue question B from here. Question B. Question B says to find angle RPQ. Let's look at it now. RPQ. You can see that we already have the value for that angle. So angle RPQ is equal to what? See it, RPQ, which is this angle here. That is already 21.5. We have already obtained it already. So that is 21.5 degree, as you can see it in the diagram. So that is simple. Now let's move on to the C part of the question. Question C says to find PRQ. Now let's come back and look at it again. PRQ. Hope you are seeing that. PRQ. which is this angle here. Now, I don't want to use sum of angles in a triangle because we can add this 91, this 21.5, and then this to get the angle in a triangle. From there, we can get this value. But I want to use a shorter method. If you look at this P and Q, I have these two lines going to this place to form 67.5. In the same way, from P and Q, I have these two lines going to the circumference to form this angle that we're looking for. So therefore, we should use the theorem that says that angles in the same segment are equal. So I can just simply say angle P RQ is equal to 67.5. And what is the reason? Angles in the same segment. That's the real rule that applies there. So angles in the same segments are equal. Don't forget that. So that is why PRQ is equal to 67.5 as our final answer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.